I do want to watch this. Not Donald Mustard. It's Mustard Plays, his brother. I do want to watch this video real quick about like Fortnite.
Fortnite is not dead and is doing better than any other game out there by far. Whew, there, I said it. I feel much better now. Over the past year or two, anytime any news comes out about Fortnite, people say dead game. And often that's just from silly fans saying whatever they want. But recently I've seen a lot of pro players and content creators talking about how there's not as many people playing Fortnite anymore. Now I get there's a lot of these people that are frustrated with either the state of the game or that they are just getting burnt out from playing the game themselves. But does their personal feelings about the game really indicate the health of the game? I know a lot of people look at Twitch and
So, you know, one thing that people don't realize is that, like, let's say you have a group of friends and you guys all played Fortnite, but then, like, you're the last person in your group of friends who's still playing the game. It's very easy to feel like, okay, the game is dead because none of my friends play the game anymore. They don't talk about it anymore. They moved on to other games. They're playing Valorant. They're playing Warzone. But the reality is that, like, for your group of friends, the game might have passed, but there are other groups of friends that are being formed and that are still playing the game, and that, like, everyone around them still talks about the game. And it's very normal, by the way, for you to play a game for a couple years and to get tired of it and then move on to a different game. And then maybe a couple years later, you come back to the game and you get back into it and you find your love for it again. It's very normal. It's actually, these days, it's actually very hard for a game to keep your attention for more than a few weeks or a couple months. Most games, you're going to play them for a couple months and you're going to move on to the next one. It's really the really good games that keep you going for years and years and keep you playing for years and years. So if you even played Fortnite for a year or 2 years, like it was a great game to you for you to play it for that long. And if you feel like you're burnt out on it at that point, that's fine. That's super normal. Especially if you play it a lot. Like, I play Fortnite a lot. There's times where I'm like, oh, I'm so sick of this game because I play it so much. I step away. I play Warzone. I play other games. And then I come back to Fortnite. Like, I don't actually step away. Like, I haven't actually taken a break from it. But I play it less sometimes and I play it more sometimes. It just depends. And it's very normal. So if your friend group moved on, it doesn't mean the game is dying. It just means it's not a thing for your friend group anymore. But they're like, the health of the game is not indicative of your friend group playing it or not.
Say, oh, it's not the most popular game being played on there right now, so that must mean it's dying. Well, today, guys, I'm going to show you exactly how well Fortnite's doing and compared to all the other games. And guys, Fortnite is on a whole other level. Now, before I get into explaining exactly what I mean by Fortnite is way above everyone else, I need to explain what concurrent players means. So right now we're looking at Twitch, and currently Counter-Strike has 253,000 viewers. That's adding up all the viewers of each of the streams live right now. So that's 253,000 people currently watching. That doesn't mean that's all of the views they've gotten all day. Counter-Strike will get millions and millions of views if you add them all together throughout the day. Here's another example. So this is my last time I live streamed. You can see that my peak concurrence was 2,651 viewers, and that was at this point right here, 11 minutes into my stream. And you can see that the concurrent viewers, you know, changed throughout the stream, but that doesn't mean I only had 2,600 views. This stream got about 50,000 total, and that's over about 2.5 hours. So in other words, concurrent viewers is not how many people viewed my video, that's just how many people are viewing it right at that moment. So that's important to know for what we're about to talk about. So I want to show you something kind of interesting about concurrent players. This is Steam's all-time record for concurrent players. So PUBG set the record for the number of concurrent players ever on Steam back in January of 2018.
I remember that.
Was with 3,236,000 players all playing PUBG at the same time. Now that doesn't mean they only had 3 million plays that day. They probably had tens of millions of plays that day, but their peak concurrent players was 3 million. Like, this is the record of all time on Steam. Now, as far as we know, with Fortnite, the most peak concurrent players they've ever had was 15.3 million concurrent players, and that was during the Galactus event. That's over 5 times the record on Steam. And I'm gonna show you in just a minute that Fortnite averages more concurrent players just on a daily basis than Steam's all-time record. Let's jump into that real quick. Now, why am I talking about concurrent players? Because this is the true measure of how a game is doing. How many players are playing the game. It's not about who is creating content for it on YouTube or how many people are streaming it on Twitch. It's all about how many people are playing the game, how many people are buying skins and contributing to the playtime. That is the true health of a game. So And right now I'm going to show you how many people are actually playing these games, and we can have a more intelligent conversation about, is Fortnite dead? So right now I'm on a website that tracks how many people are playing any game at this given moment. So let's just open up like Dota right now, and you can see that there are 700,000 people playing Dota right now. So I want to do a little experiment right now. I want to take the top 5 games that are being streamed on Twitch right now. So in this case, it's Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Grand Theft Auto, World of Warcraft, and then Warzone. And I want to add up all of their players together. So let's figure out how many people are playing them right now. So let's check out Counter-Strike. Here we are. We're
Skip through a little bit.
101.8 million people playing Roblox. That's amazing. But if you combine Roblox and Minecraft together, that's still less than the number of people that are playing Fortnite. What I'm trying to say here is Fortnite is on a whole other level than any other game out there right now. Fortnite is in a very healthy state. There are a ton of players.
Oh, look, I'm in this video.
Anytime you hear someone saying Fortnite's dead, I want you to send them this video. Fortnite is not dead. It is doing way better than any other game, and I only see it going up. I just watched a SypherPK video where he talked about how a lot of old streamers that were huge into Fortnite are starting to want to come back, especially as creative mode starts to get better and introduces new game modes that are going to attract a ton of people. Maybe Fortnite's popularity out in the culture has dipped a little bit, but the players are there, guys. And if you're out there going to say they're just 9-year-olds, first, it's not just 9-year-olds, but second, kids are the ones that drive video game sales. They are the lifeblood of video games. It's not just adults playing, it's mostly kids. They have time to play. Adults have to work. I guarantee you any game out there would kill to have all of the 9 and 10-year-old kids playing their game. Fortnite is in an insanely healthy spot. That doesn't mean they can't blow it ever, but I'm tired of hearing it's dead. It's not dead.
I completely agree with the video. Completely agree. And I'm glad that he like addressed that, like, culturally it has felt like it's dipped a little bit culturally. And maybe in the Twitch scene, maybe among your friends, maybe among like the mainstream Twitch streamers or content creators on YouTube. But player base wise, it's there. Now, the culture of the game is very important to me. It's actually, for me personally, as a consumer or content creator, I prefer to have like a stronger culture than to have millions of players, because a strong culture, you know, around a game and around its content creators is beneficial for me as a content creator. It means there's more viewership, there's more people interested, there's more people involved in the content and the tournaments, and it's like there's more hype around it, like around the communities that follow the game. And that's cool. And I think that the culture of the game is going to make a comeback, especially in the next year as modding gets introduced and we see more and more stuff happen to the game. But yeah, I mean, like, the game's still doing insane. Even numbers wise, like on YouTube. Like, I'm one of the biggest content creators on YouTube for Fortnite. It's still crazy. It's still crazy.